Welcome to Quantitative Aptitude video on fractions and decimals from careerright.com. Placement test, job interview, bank, MBA and other exams focus on this topic as basics of a candidate are put to test by it. Hence, they always have 4 to 5 sums related to it. This video will show some tricks to quickly find answers to the questions in the exam. Sums of this topic can be practiced on careerright.com, which has practice test as well as 1000 plus aptitude questions. So let's begin. Most of the sums related to fractions and decimals are extremely easy. Most of the students make silly mistakes and this gives them the wrong answer. We'll see shortcuts, tips and tricks while solving the sums directly. So let's move on to question number 1. What will be fraction form of 0.3523? Now over here it is not just 3523, the 23 is under a bar. Let us understand what exactly we mean by this bar. The answer, how to find the answer, how to convert to fraction form is pretty easy, but let us understand what exactly this bar means. This bar means the number is repeating. That means if there is a bar upon 23, that means 23 keeps on repeating like this. 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3 and so on. So this is written as 0.35 and 2, 3 as repeating. So now let us see how to convert 0.3523 into a normal or a simple fraction. Okay. Now fraction has two parts. One is the denominator and one is the numerator. Okay. Let us see what the denominator would be. Generally, if we have this, what do? We in case of normal fraction like say 0.525. What do we write? We write 525 divided by 1000, but here you cannot have this. Let us see what to do over here. Okay, here how many digits are there? After the decimal point there are 4 digits, right? 3, 5, 2 and 3. Okay, out of that 2 digits are not below the line and 2 digits are below the line, correct? There are only 2 digits below the bar. So how many digits are there below the bar? 2. So write 2 nines or write 9 2 times. Okay. How many digits are not below the bar? 2. So write 2 zeros. Okay. So this is for the bar. This is for no bar. Okay. So this is the denominator. Now how to find the numerator? Right. Write first the entire fraction or after the decimal point whatever fraction is there, let us write that first. 3523 minus, what should we subtract? We should subtract the number which is not below the line, that is 35. What do we get? We get 3488 divided by 9900. This is the fraction form of 0.3523. Understood? Let us take another small example. Okay, arbitrary example. Let us say we take 0.46. Okay, bar. What does this mean? This is nothing but 0.466666. Okay, now we have to convert this into normal fraction form. What we will write? We will have the numerator, we will have the denominator. What is the denominator? How many digits are there below the bar? 1. So there will be 19. How many digits are there without bar? Only 1. Okay, there is only one digit which does not have a bar upon it, so there will be 10. Okay, what will be the numerator? Write the fraction, subtract what? Subtract the digit which is or the number which is not below the bar, that is 4. What do we get? 42 upon 90. See how easy it is. Let us take another example. 0.25 and bar. Okay, what it would be? It actually means 0.25, 25, 25 and so on. Okay. Now what it will be? Denominator, how many digits are there below the bar? 2. So there will be 2 nines. How many digits are there below without bar? There are no digits, so no zeros will come over here. Now 0.25, what will be the numerator? 25 minus, how many digits are there which do not have bar upon their head after the decimal point? There are no such digits. So answer will be 25 upon 99. See how easy it is. It is a very easy trick to convert this kind of fraction or this kind of number into its fraction form. Okay, just remember this trick. Moving to question number 2. What is value of 5.55 plus 5 plus 5.5 plus 5.555 plus 5.05 plus 5.00? Now over here we see that the maximum number of decimal places is 3. That is, there are 3 digits after decimal point over here. So write all the numbers with 3 decimal places, one below the other. What does this do? This helps us to avoid any silly mistakes. Okay, this would be 5.000, 5.500, 5.555, 5.050, 5.000. Add, what do we get? 5, 15. Okay, 1 over here, 5, 6 plus 10 is 16. Okay, over here you get 31.655. See how easy it is. Just remember, whenever you are adding decimal numbers or decimals, you should make sure that all of them have the same decimal numbers. You should not do this 5 plus 0 plus this 5 plus this 5. Okay, everyone should have same number of decimal places, right? Moving to next question. Question number 3. What will be value of this expression? Okay, again it is very easy. We have 2.4 into 0.72 into 4.5 divided by 0.18 into 0.06 into 0.9 multiplied by 3. We can write 2.4 as 24 upon 10 multiplied by 0.72 as 72 upon 100 multiplied by 45 upon 10 divided by 18 upon 100 multiplied by 6 upon 100 multiplied by 9 upon 10 multiplied by 3. This gets cancelled over here, this gets cancelled over here, this gets cancelled over here. Okay, now what we can write? 6 4s are, okay, 9 8s are, right? What we can have over here is 5 3 15s are, 3 6s are, okay, 3 2s are, 2 2s are. We will have 16 into 15. Okay, 15 into 15 is 225, 240 and 0. Why the 0? Because this 10 comes over here on the numerator side. So answer is 2400. Moving to next question. Question number 4. What will be 0.15268 divided by 0.45804? Now this is not normal numbers. These have these bars. That means these are recurring numbers. Okay, and when we want to divide, it is much better if we have them in the format of a fraction. So let's convert them in the format of fraction. What will be a fraction of this? There would be numerator, there would be denominator. Okay, how many numbers are there below the bar? There are 5 numbers, so there will be 5 9s. How many numbers are not there below the bar? No number, so there would be no 0. What would be the numerator? 1 5 2 6 8 minus, since there is no number below the there are 5 numbers below the bar, but there is no number which does not have a bar above it, so there is no minus. Okay, so this would become this, and this fraction would be simply again similar 9 9 9 9 9 and 4 5 8 0 4. So let us divide. What you will get? We will get 1 5 2 6 8 divided by 9 9 9 9 9 divided by 4 5 8 0 4 divided by 9 9 9 9 9. This gets cancelled. You will get 150 268 divided by 458 0 4. Now always remember that there is no need to actually divide this. Okay, how to simplify it or how to simply divide it or how to find the answer? Very easy. Take a look at the left hand side corner. There will always be mostly 3 scenarios. Okay, 3 scenarios. What is the first one? That the numerator or the denominator would be multiple of each other. Like numerator would be 2 times the denominator or 8 times the denominator, something like that, or the denominator will be 4 times the numerator, something like that. Okay, second scenario would be that numerator and denominator would get divided or simplified by some common factor. like both of them are divisible by 2, or both of them are divisible by say 8 or 20 or something like that. And the third case is the rarest case where we actually have to divide. But this is very rare in competitive exam. The reason being that you do not have that much time to divide such big numbers. So let us see which one of the case we can apply over here. Let us try with first one. Now over here, how to find out whether it is a multiple or not? Take a look at the first two digits of the numerator. It is 1 and 5, 15. Okay. Numerator start digits are 15. Denominator start two digits are 45. We know that 15 into 3 is 45. Right. So let us try to multiply this by 3 and let us see whether we get the answer or not. Okay. What we'll get over here? We'll get 3 8s are okay. We'll multiply over here 1 5 2 6 8 at the bottom. Okay. Multiplied by 3. 3 8s are 24, 3 6 18 plus 2 is 20, 3 2 6 7 8, 3 5s are 15, 45. We got the answer. So answer is 1 by 3. Okay. Answer is 1 by 3. You can write 1 by 3 like this, or you can write it like 0.333, or that can be expressed as 0.3 bar. Okay. This is the answer. See, just remember this tip over here, that there are 3 case scenarios. Either it is a multiple, or it can be divided by a common factor and reduced so that division becomes easy, or the third one, actually you have to divide, right? So try to see which of the following cases is the cases can be applied over here. Moving to next question. Question number 5. How much would be n minus m upon n plus m if 2.5 m is equal to 0.035 n? Very easy sum. Let us see how to solve. What have they given? 2.5 m is 0.035 n. So 25 m upon 10 would be equal to 35 n upon 1000. What you will get over here? You will have 2500 m would be equal to 35 n. 5 7s are 5 5s are. Okay. So n upon m would be equal to 500 upon 7. Now we got this ratio. From here there are two methods to solve the sum. Okay. Two ways. We will see both of them. Okay. But what I would prefer is the first method, which I will show you, that I always prefer. It is very easy. Okay. Let us see the first method. It is a shortcut, right? Now first method, you see this is n minus n upon n plus m. Please take a look at the ratio and proportion video. Okay. There this method is given. It is a property of ratios, that is fractions, right? So take a look at the ratio and proportion video and you will understand what I am doing over here. If we have a upon b equal to c upon d, then by componendo and dividendo rule we can have a plus b upon a minus b would be same as c plus d upon c minus d. I will do the same over here. What I have, n upon m is 500 upon 7. So n plus m upon n minus m would be 500 plus 7 is 507. 500 minus 7 is 493. So what I want is exactly opposite. So I get 493 over here. I'll just cross multiply upon 507. Okay, would be equal to n minus m upon n plus m, and you got the answer. Now let us see what the second method is. Second method is also easy, but it is little bit lengthy and you might make mistakes in calculation. Okay. Now I have n by m is equal to 500 upon 7. What I want to find? I want to find n minus m upon n plus m. Okay. If I take m common, what I'll get? M into n upon m minus 1, m into n upon m plus 1. Okay. That would be, this gets cancelled. Then I'll get 500 by 7 minus 1 upon 500 by 7 plus 1. That is nothing but 493 upon 7 divided by 507 upon 7, and I get the same answer as 493 upon 507. Okay. I would always prefer the first method whenever you see such kind of format, n plus m upon n minus m or n minus m upon n plus m. Try to use the ratio and proportion trick. Okay, it would be very easy and calculation would also become extremely easy. Moving to next question. Question number 6. Add 17.499, 17.85 and 17.333. Now here we have again the bars. Let us convert it into normal fractions. Okay, what we will get? 17.499 bar, that is nothing but 17 plus 0.499 bar, okay, that would be 17 plus, what would be the denominator? There are two numbers below the bar, so there will be two nines. There is one number which does not have a bar, so there will be one zero. It would be 499 would be numerator, minus there is one number. What is the number? 4, which does not have a zero, which does not have a bar on it. So answer would be 17 plus 495 divided by 990, that is nothing but 17 plus, this is 1 by 2, that is 0.5, so 17.5, okay. One number is 17.5, second number is 17.85. Now let us see the third number, 17.333. What you will get? 17 plus 0.333, that would be equal to 17 plus what, 3 numbers below the bar, so 3 nines, no number without bar, so no zeros, okay. Numerator would be same 333, minus there is nothing to subtract as there is no number which does not have a bar on it, right. So 1s are, 3s are, 17 plus 1 by 3, okay. Let us add, what we will get? 17.5 plus 17.85 plus 17 plus 1 by 3, right. That would be 17 plus 17 plus 17 is 51, plus 0.5 and 0.85 is 1.35, right, plus 1 by 3, that would be 52.35, plus what is 1 by 3? 0.333 continuously, right, that would be 52.3 plus 3 is 6, 5 plus 3 is 8, 3 continuously, that can be written as 52.683 bar, okay. So this is the answer. Moving to next question. Question number 7. What will be the value of 1 into 0.3 into 0.01 into 0.003? Now in these sums, how to avoid mistakes? Very easy. Count the number of decimal places. Here it is 1, here it is 2, here there are 3. How many total? That would give us 6 decimal places, okay, 6 decimal places. Now consider the numbers only, 1 into 3 into 1 into 3, that would be 9. But this is not the answer, we need to include these decimal places. So put a point and put 6 decimal places, okay. 9 first, let us write the number 9, it would come over here. Now this should be filled by 0 because there is no other number left. So 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Answer is 0.0000009. So these are 5 zeros and this is the 6th decimal place. Moving to the next question. Question number 8. What will be value of 1 upon 0.0004659 if 1 upon 4.659 is equal to 0.2146. Now we see over here we have 4659, here we have 4659. Just try to bring this into this format and you will get the answer. Very easy, isn't it? See, what we will do, 4659, we want to shift 4 decimal places over here. So we will simply write 4.659, and since we are shifting 4 decimal places, so 10 raised to minus 4, 10 raised to minus 4, okay. That would be how much? So 1 upon 4.659 multiplied by this 10 raised to minus 4 goes up, it becomes 10 raised to 4. What is this? Value of 0.2146 into 10 raised to 4. You will get the answer as 2146, right. Moving to question number 9. 4.142 plus 100.8 plus question mark plus 0.053 is equal to 105.153. Question mark stands for, again very easy, we can write question mark is nothing but 105.153 minus 4.142 minus 100.8 minus 0.053. Now how to calculate this? Do not go by decimals or write the decimal places. Very easy calculation. First consider the numbers before the decimal places. What you will have? 105 minus 4 minus 100 minus 0. What you will get? This 105 minus 401, this is 1, okay. Now consider the decimal place numbers after the decimal places. 153 minus 142 minus 800. It is not just 8, it is 800 because there has to be 3 decimal places everywhere. Okay, so this is 800 minus 053. How much you will get at this point? You will get you will get minus 842. How? See, this would be 11 minus 853. Okay, that would give us minus 842, but it is not 842, it is minus 0.842. Okay, now what do we have? We have the number 1, we have this. So 1 plus 0.842. What we will get? We will get 1 minus 0.842, that would be equal to 0.158. This is the answer. Okay, so this is nothing but question mark. This should be the question mark, so that holds true. Moving to question number 10. 19.399 plus 10.33 plus 7.82 plus 3.111 is equal to A 40.66, B 40.65, C 90.856, D 40.566. Now I have included this sum on purpose over here along with options, because I want to show how we can use the options to our advantage to solve the sum quickly. Okay, let us see how to solve it quickly. Now they have given this. Now 19 plus 10 is 29 plus 7 is how much? 29 plus 10, 7 plus 3 is 10, 39. So 90 can never be the answer because the addition comes out to be around 40, 39, 40. Okay, so 90 is not the answer. Now let us see which one is the answer. Now here we see that here maximum decimal places are 3. So let's write 3 decimal places for everything. 820, 330, here also 660, 650. Now we know we have already calculated these the addition of numbers before the decimal point, and we have 40 everywhere over here. Let us see what do we have over here after the decimal point. 399, then we have 330, we have 820, then we have 11 and 1. 9 plus 1 is 10. Okay, 1. Now which option has 0 in the end? Only these two. This does not have, so cancel. 9 plus 1 is 10. 10 plus 3 is 13, plus 2 15, plus 1 16, and 1 carried. Which option has 60 in the end? Only this option has 60 in the end. So this cancel, and this is the answer. Moving to next question. What is approximate value of 8459 divided by 11.98 minus 23.99 divided by 7 upon 140? Now they want the approximate value. So while calculating also we can consider approximate values. We can take this as 8459 can be taken as 8460, 11.98 can be taken as 12, 23.99 can be taken as 24. Okay, and let us calculate 8460 divided by 12 minus 24 divided by 7 upon 140. Okay, what we will get over here? 8460 divided by 12 would be nothing but 12 sevens are 12 5s are 60, 12 7s are 84, 0, 5. Okay, minus 24 upon 7 upon 140. This is nothing but 20. So we'll get 705 minus 24 into 20. It is 705 minus 480. That would be equal to 225. This is the approximate value or approximate answer. Now even if they have not given approximate value, whenever you find such critical things, and in the options if some number is given directly and there is a lot of, say there are 4 options and there is a lot of difference between the options, like here it is 5 and here it is 20, here it is say 45 and here it is 1. So there is a lot of difference between the options. So at such times you can consider approximate value and get the answer which is and choose the answer which is nearest to your answer. Choose the option which is nearest to your answer. Okay, so this is nothing but approximation. This is also a very useful technique to solve sums quickly. Moving to question number 12. What is value of 945.341 minus 1042.792 plus 875.435 plus 31.025, and there are 4 options given. Again here we will see how options help us. Okay, let us consider the numbers before the decimal point. Okay, 945 minus 1042 plus 875 plus 31. Now here we have 945, here we have 42, 1042. So let us assume approximately this to be 45. So we'll get 1045. So we'll have 945 minus 1045 plus 875 plus 31. What do we get? Minus 100 plus 875 plus 31 would give us 806. So which all options are nearer to 806? This and this. So cancel the rest of the options. Now let us check out the numbers which are after the decimal points. This and this. Here first consider only the last digit. What do you have? 1 over here, then minus, then we have 2 over here, okay, then plus, we have 5 over here, okay, and then again 5 over here. So plus 5, what do we get? Minus 1 plus 10, that would be equal to 9. Which option has 9 at the end? Only this option has 9 at the end. So this is not the answer, this is the answer. See how even options help us. Okay, moving on. Question number 13. Which of the following is largest fraction amongst 5 by 8, 3 by 7, 2 by 9 and 4 by 5? Now here fractions are given. Always remember there are two ways to solve the fractions. Some whenever we have to compare, like find the largest or the smallest or the middle fraction or something like that. Okay. Now the first way we have already learnt in ratio and proportion. Okay, where we decide how to find the fraction. We'll see that way also again over here, but please check out the video related to ratio and proportion. That would help you solve fractions very quickly. The trick has been discussed in detail over there. Over here also I'll explain what exactly the trick is. Okay, but do take a look at the ratio and proportion video. Now in the second way, okay, here we have to check that if the denominator is less than 10, okay, if it is less than 10, then we can directly divide. If it is greater than 10, it becomes difficult to divide. So if it is 10 or less than 10, then we can directly divide and find the answer. So let us go by direct division. We have 5 by 8, that would be 0.6, okay, 0.6 to something, right? The next one would be 3 upon 7, 7 zeros are 30, 7 fours are 28, 27 twos are 14, okay. Next one is 2 upon 9, right? This is 0 0.21, 9 twos are 18, 20 again 2, it goes on. 4 upon 5, that would be nothing but 0.8. We directly know this is largest, okay. So when the denominator is less than 10, it becomes easier to divide. So directly divide and get the answer. Now let us see the second method, which we also saw in ratio and proportion. Okay, what is the trick? Say there are two fractions, a upon b equal to c upon d, or there are two fractions, a upon b and c upon d. Okay, they are not equal, but there are two fractions, a upon b and c upon d. Now just cross multiply. What you will get? AD over here and BC over here. Okay. So if AD is greater than BC, that is left hand side is greater than right hand side. So the left hand side fraction should be greater than right hand side fraction. Which is left hand side fraction? A by B. So A by B will be greater than C by D. Say if AD is less than BC, then right hand side is greater than left hand side. So right hand side fraction C by D will be greater than the left hand side fraction, and if AD equal to BC, both the fractions are same. Now let us solve using this trick. Now over here we have 5 fractions and not 2, 4 fractions and not 2. So what to do? Take these two and compare these two. Take these two and compare these two. Find the largest among this. Find the largest among this, and then compare this one and this one. Okay. First let us take 5 by 8 and 3 by 7. Okay. This is A by B, C by D. 5 sevens are 35. 8 threes are 24. 35 greater than 24. So 5 by 8 is greatest. Okay. This is our first result. Now let's take 2 by 9 and 4 by 5. 5 twos are 10. 9 fours are 36. So 36 is greater than 10. So 4 by 5 is greater. This is our second result. Let's compare 5 by 8 and 4 by 5. 5 5s are 25. 8 4s are 32. 32 greater than 25. So 4 by 5 is largest amongst them. So see how easy it is. Any fraction can be compared by this second method. Even the first method is applicable to any fraction, but when number denominator becomes greater than 10, it becomes very difficult to divide, right? So when denominator greater than 10, use second method. Denominator less than 10, then 10 or less than 10, use the first method. Moving to question number 14. The least of the following 0.2, 0.2 square, 0.2 bar, 1 divided by 0.2. Now we have to find the least number amongst these. Again, this is very easy. First one is 0.2, right? Second one is 0.2 square. So 2 square is 4, and since there is only one decimal place in the number, so square will have 2 decimal places. So we'll have 0.04. Okay. Next is 0.2 bar. Now let us convert it into normal fraction. What would be the denominator? 1 digit below the bar, so 9 would come over here, and numerator would be 2. Why? And there would be no subtraction as there is no digit which does not have a bar. Okay. So that would be 9 is 0.2, 2 and so on. Okay. Then we have 1 divided by 0.2, 1 upon 0.2, that is 10 upon 2, that is 5. Clearly this is the least. Okay. Question number 15. What is the increasing order of the fractions 6 by 7, 8 by 9, 7 by 8, 9 by 10? Now over here take careful look. Okay, here denominators are less than 10, so you can simply divide as well as and write. You can simply find the answer and simply arrange them in the increasing order. Okay, but let us learn a new trick over here. Right now, if you observe closely, you will see that in all the 4 fractions, denominator is always greater than numerator. 7 is greater than 6, 9 is greater than 8, 8 is greater than 7, 10 is greater than 9. Okay, denominator is greater than numerator, and also denominator minus numerator, the difference is same. 7 minus 6 is 1, 9 minus 8 is 1, 8 minus 7 is 1, 10 minus 9 is 1. Okay, so the difference is same. So whenever the denominator is greater than numerator in all fractions and difference between denominator and numerator is same, okay, then we can say that smaller the numerator, smaller the fraction, and if greater is the numerator, greater is the fraction. So over here, which is the smallest numerator? 6. So 6 by 7 fraction is the smallest. Which is the largest numerator? 9. So 9 by 10 is the greatest. Now in 8 and 7, 7 is the smaller. So 7 by 8 comes over here. 8 is greater than 7. So 8 by 9 comes over here. This is the ascending order for the fractions. See how easy it is? Just remember the trick. When denominator is greater than numerator for all the fractions and denominator minus numerator difference is same. It is not just the normal difference, it is denominator minus numerator difference. Okay, if it is same exact, then smaller the numerator, smaller is the fraction, greater the numerator, greater is the fraction. Moving to next question. What is increasing order of the fractions 14 by 17, 10 by 12, 6 by 7, 18 by 22? Again, over here we see that denominator is greater than numerator. Let us see the difference. 17 minus 14, 3. 12 minus 10, 2. So the difference is not same. So now what to do? Here again what you can do is either you can divide or you can use the ratio technique which we have learnt, right? And find which is the smallest, which is the largest, and then arrange them. Okay? Or let us learn another new trick. Okay, very easy trick this is, right? This is similar to what we learned earlier, the previous sum, but again this is a little bit different but very easy. We have learned that, we have seen over here that denominator, all the denominators are greater than numerators, okay, respective numerators. Now let us arrange the numerators from lowest to largest. There is 6, then 10, then 14 and 18. Now write the corresponding denominators also. 6 is 6 by 7, 10 is 10 by 12, 14 is for 14 by 7 and 18 is for 18 by 22. Now if you observe very carefully, 6 plus 4 is 10, 10 plus 4 is 14, 14 plus 4 is 18. So numerator is increasing by a fixed value. Okay, any value, a fixed value, that is 4 over here, right? So if numerator is increasing by fixed value, let us check if denominator is also increasing or not. 7 plus 5 is 12, 12 plus 5 is 17, 17 plus 5 is 22. So denominator is also increasing by a fixed value. Okay. Now if numerator is increasing by some definite fixed value and denominator is also increasing by definite fixed value, then smaller the numerator, smaller the fraction. Okay. Greater the numerator, greater the fraction. So here smaller numerator is 6 by 7. Greatest numerator is 18 by 22. Again 14 and 10. 10 is smaller than 14. So 14 by 17. So this is the increasing order of the fractions. Please remember, it is not compulsory that if this is increasing by say plus 3, this has to increase by only 1, that is plus 4. Okay. Numerator might increase by say plus 17 and denominator might increase by say plus 1000 also. There is no issue at all. So any number is fine over here. It might also be plus 4 and plus 4. Okay. So it just has to be some fixed value from one fraction to other. Okay. Now moving to next question. 4 by 7 of 2 by 3 of 5 by 6 of 5 by 8 of 1008 is again very easy. Of means multiplication, right? So we are just multiplying this. Let us see what do we get. 1008, that would be equal to 4 2s are 8. Okay. So we'll have 5 5s are 25 over here, right? Now 7 1s are 7, 30, 7 4s are 20, 28, 144. Okay. Into 1, 44, 3 into 6, 6 2s are 12, 24, 4s are 8s are, answer is 200. Moving to question number 18. If a fraction's denominator is decreased by 80% and numerator is increased by 300%, the fraction becomes 2 by 9. What is the fraction? Let us assume the fraction be A upon B. What is the numerator? A. What is the denominator? B. Numerator is increased by 300%. So numerator becomes A plus 300% of A. That would be equal to A plus 300 upon 100 into A. That would A plus 3A, that is 4A. This is the new numerator. Denominator is decreased by 80%. Okay. So new denominator becomes 100 minus 80%. That is nothing but 20% of the original. Okay. There is an 80% decrease in the denominator. So the new denominator will be 20% of the original denominator, that is nothing but B. So we will have 0.2B as the new denominator. And the numerator is increased by 300%. So whatever value is there is a 300% increase in the value. So it would be A plus 300% increase, that is 4A. And they said that the new fraction becomes 2 by 9. What is the new fraction? Numerator, that is 4A divided by denominator, that is 0.2B. What it would be? 2 upon 9. Okay. This would be 2 upon 9 would be equal to 20A upon B, right? This becomes 10. So A upon B would be equal to 1 upon 90. This is the answer. This is the fraction. Question number 19. In 3 fractions, when the largest fraction is divided by smallest fraction, the result 5 by 4 is greater than the middle fraction by 1 by 2. If sum of the 3 fractions is 2 3 by 12, what will be the difference between largest and smallest fraction? Again, very easy. Let us see what have they given. Let the largest fraction be A. Okay, this be the largest fraction. Let the middle fraction be B and let the smallest one be C. Okay, what have they given? When the largest is divided by smallest, the answer is 5 by 4. Okay, so what do we get? A is 5 by 4 times of C. Okay, also the result which is there 5 by 4. Okay, the result 5 by 4 is greater than middle fraction by 1 by 2. So 5 by 4 is nothing but middle fraction plus 1 by 2. So middle fraction greater than middle fraction by 1 by 2 is nothing but this result. So what is the middle fraction over here? 5 by 4 minus 1 by 2, it would be equal to B. That would be equal to So LCM would be 4. So 5 minus 2 is 3 upon 4. This is the value of B. Also they have given that the addition of all the three numbers, all the three fractions is 2 3 by 12. So A plus B plus C is 2 3 by 12. That is 12 2s are 24 plus 3 is 27 by 12. What is the value of A? We can express everything in the form of C. A, value of A is 5 by 4. C, value of B is 3 by 4 plus C equal to 27 upon 12. When you solve all this, what you will get? You will get value of C as 2 upon 3. Now put in the value of C and find the value of A. A is 5 by 4 C. Okay, that would be 5 upon 4 into 2 upon 3. 2 2s are, that is 5 upon 6. We want, what do we want to find? We want A minus C. 5 by 6 minus 2 by 3. What you will get? The answer comes out to be 1 upon 6. This is the difference between largest and smallest fraction. Moving to the next question. Express 2 by 3 of 1 by 4 of rupees 25.20 as a fraction of 1 by 2 of rupees 36. Now pay close attention to what exactly they have asked. Actually the sum is very easy. You can solve it once you understand what they have asked. You can solve it with your eyes closed. It is very easy, but we first need to understand what are they asked. They are saying that express 2 by 3 of 1 by 4. Of means multiplication of 1 by 4 of rupees 25.20 of 25.20 as a fraction of. Do we know the fraction over here? No. We know fraction over here 2 by 3 of, again fraction over here 1 by 4. We do not know fraction over here. So let that fraction be, say, M. Okay. Fraction of 1 by 2 of rupees 36. Express it means equal to. So we have to make sure that this side is something is equal to some fraction of 1 by 2 of 36. Okay. So that we have to find what exactly is the fraction that will make these two sides equal. Let us assume the fraction is M. So what we will have over here? 2 2s are, so 1 by 6 into 25.20 would be equal to M into 2 1s are 2 plus 1 3, 3 upon 2 into 36, 2 into 18. So M would be equal to what? 25.20 divided by 6 into 3 into 18. Okay. So let us see, is it divisible by 3? 3 8s are 24.12. 3 4s are 12. Okay, this is divisible by 3. Let us see whether it is divisible by 6. 6 1s are 6. 24, 6 4s are 24. 1.4, that is 1.40 divided by 18. Okay, that is nothing but what we will have, we can divide it 0.7 upon 9, that is 7 upon 90. This is the answer. So the fraction is 7 upon 90. 8 minus 8 into 2 1 by 5 minus 1 2 by 7 divided by 2 minus 1 upon 6 minus 1 by 6 is equal to, this is extremely easy. You might see it as a complicated sum, but it is actually not. Just solve it step by step. There is no trick. It is very simple. What you will have, 8 minus 8 multiplied by 5 2s are 10 plus 1 11 upon 5 minus 7 1s are 7 plus 2 is 9 by 7 divided by 2 minus 1 divided by 6 6 are 36. Take the LCM and calculate this. 6 6 are, the LCM if it is 6, you will have 6 6 are 36 minus 1 35. What you will get over here, 8 minus 8 multiplied by LCM is 35. 11 7s are 77, 9 5s are 45 divided by 2 minus 6 upon 35. What you will get, 8 minus 8 multiplied by 32 upon 35 upon 35 into 2. Here LCM is 35. 35 2s are 70 minus 6 is 64. This 35 gets cancelled. 32 into 2. Okay. So you will have over here 8 minus 8 into 1 upon 2. This is 4. Answer is 4. Moving to question number 22. 8 1 by 6 plus 5 1 by 8 plus 4 2 by 3 equal to. Now let us see a very simple tip to solve such kind of sums. You can convert it into normal fraction and also solve it, but let us see another way. Just take 8 plus 5 plus 4, that would be 13 plus 4 is 17. Okay, then we will have 1 by 6 plus 1 by 8 and 2 by 3. Okay, what is the LCM? It is 24. For 8 and 6 it is 24. It is divisible, 24 is divisible by 3 also. 6 4s are, so 8 3s are, plus 3 into 8 16. What you will get? 20. 23 upon 24. Answer is 1723 by 24. See how easy it is. Fractions, simple and decimal fractions, as well as the decimal numbers or the decimal sums, are very easy. Just pay close attention, you will be able to solve. Take the help of options also. There is nothing much to it. Just pay close attention. They are easy and you can score in them. Okay, just make sure you are calculating properly. Also, with practice your calculation will increase. It will become faster and more accurate. Okay, please practice this topic as it will help in calculations of other topics too. Do share the video with friends and give it a like if you liked it. Leave your comments and suggestions for us. You can even request a video on topic of your choice. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and stay updated about upcoming tutorials.